Hi. So I'm excited to introduce Mr. Sunny Shiblani for our Noya strategy this week. So Sunny has completed his BCom in commerce and is also an MBA in finance before starting his consultancy called Algo Consultancy, and he's currently running the show at Algo. He has been trading in FNO since 2014 and has been associated from a long time since our inception as well with Tradetron since 2020, and is currently has currently 10 plus amazing performing strategies. And so over to you, Sunny. Um, we are looking forward to your session today.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. Hope you had a profitable expiry today. I'm excited to be part of this webinar. Honestly, this would be my first instance I am on the other side of the chair. While I was listener like you, I always used to look for few key things from a webinar. It should give me clarity into concepts. It must define my path so that I can anticipate what's next. I tried my best to keep these two elements in this webinar. Jumping to our rocket ships. So our strategies are divided into four major rocket ships, as we call them. It goes by non-directional intraday setups, then directional intraday setups, followed by directional positional setups. Soon we are coming with non-directional positional setups. Coming to first of our strategy that is called as Fir Hera Fairy. It is part of our non-directional intraday setups. So what it does, it's an option selling strategy. It has divided its target into 5,000 with stop loss of 5,000. It has TSL activation at 3,000. It wins in stable market, one directional market, and range bound market. We had seen it stucking with loss in sharp zigzag movement. When can we increase its multiplier? After two consecutive stop losses, you can increase your multiplier. Hello, I believe there was some connection breakage here. Getting back to Fir Hera Fairy, it wins during stable market, one directional and range bound market, and loses in sharp zigzag movements. In past 6 months, it has made 40% of its capital. Strategy short sells three pairs daily from 921 to 1121 and a pair of hedge. So it does Hera Fairy of call and put options. When market goes directional and strategy does this again. When market moves in opposite direction, it does this again. Hence, it is called as Fir Hera Fairy. Coming to our next setup, that is James Bond by Vega Bond. It sells options when market begins and strategy is always in stealth mode like James Bond. It keeps on exiting as per the market trend. Strategy short sells three pairs daily around 9:30 and a pair of hedge. It wins during stable markets, one directional and short range bound, and loses in sharp V-shaped day. In past 6 months, it has made 52% of capital. It has highest winning streak of 16 days, that is 16 straight days, no loss. You can increase multipliers after loss day, can decrease multiplier prior to large events such as pre-budget period. Ideal pair of this strategy would be Project V Mini or Option Saga. We have also built 2.0 version of James Bond. So we launched it recently and it's created by optimizing original version. It will still have 75% overlap with original version. And since it's new strategy, it will not be accurate to comment on winning rate and daily returns. Win and loss situations are same as JB. As per backtest, 2.0 version is a better performer. We are running some welcome offers under James Bond for you. You can get 0% profit sharing. Please go through the description page for details. Project V earns from theta DK and it selects its strike based on option Greeks. Its core is an option mix, that is combination of Bank Nifty and Nifty 50 options. Strategy short sells at 9:21 and keeps earning theta till 3 p.m. It short sells two pairs and buys hedge of two pairs. It wins in stable market and short range bound market. Directional market leads to losses. It would be best suitable to pair it with Fir Hera Feri. Coming to Project V Mini, it is very much similar to Project V, but it only focuses on Bank Nifty. Project V series is slightly on higher side of brokerage, hence it is recommended to run in greater multiplier or to go with lower brokerage plans. Strategy short sells at 9:21 and keeps earning theta till 3 p.m. It short sells one pair and buys one pair of hedge. Stable market or short range bound is favorable and directional market leads to losses. It would be best suitable to pair it with James Bond or Option Saga. Here is consolidated view of all non-directional intraday setups. January was our true test. We have bounced back stronger after it. Coming to second set of strategies, directional intraday setups. Deal breaker is directional option selling, ATM or near ATM. One lot of Bank Nifty and Nifty 50 is sold based on technicals. Results overlaps with 2.0 version by 70%. 2.0 is fairly new, hence data is used for 1.0 version. Technical indicators are different, however, net results are similar. It has good average daily returns to daily brokerage ratio. It can be paired with James Bond. Option Saga and 2.0 are pocket-friendly setups. They buy ATM or near ATM, one lot of Bank Nifty and one for Nifty 50. Again, based on technicals, it overlaps with 2.0 version by 70%. 2.0 is fairly new here as well, hence data used is for 1.0 version. Technical indicators are different, however, net results are similar. It can be paired with James Bond. Let's talk about our directional positional setups. They are divided into two categories, sprints and runners. These are different families of technical indicators. Sprints are quick to react as compared to runners. Highly profitable and risky setups too. Safest approach would be to start with intraday option selling, followed by directional intraday, and then jumping into directional positional setups. You can increase your multiplier after every 60K of profits. There are no specific correlations with other setups. In these weeks expiry, Nifty 50, Nifty Sprint and Bank Nifty Sprint and runners as well are at all-time high profits, crossing 100% of returns in 3 months of deployment. This simple quote is applicable to every second thing we do. That is, risk comes from not knowing what we are doing. Hence, it's always better to know your strategies. To make most out of algo trading, here are a few best practices from my side. Pledge your capital, let long-term investments cover your brokerage cost. Pledge in less volatile scripts to avoid margin calls. Never deploy 100% of your capital, keep a buffer. First-time deployers should always connect with creator, understand the ecosystem, make yourself comfortable with strategy. Increase multiplier on profit milestones, follow multiplier discipline and continue same multipliers in long run. Decrease multipliers for event-based strategies, check with your creators for such instance. Focus on freer strategies with increased multiplier. Have realistic expectation and focus on your net returns. Creating a portfolio is simple. Look for certain specific things. First thing is to get comfortable with strategy, know it in detail. Ask questions. Asking silly question is also fine. Never hesitate, you're putting your money here. Balance a portfolio with consistent earners and high risk strategies. You should always select a strategy within your range of comfort zone of risk rewards. Pay attention to drawdown closely. Understand winning and losing scenarios. It's utmost important. While you're watching market or not, your major focus should be understanding a strategy's winning and losing scenarios. And if you're thinking in same way, you will relate with the strategy and it will be very easy to choose strategy. Then there is one common question: shall we hedge our strategies or we should not? What do you guys think? What are pros, cons? Pros are margin requirement become less. We will have more return of investment. It protects from extreme movements. Cons would be additional cost of brokerage. If hedges are not selected properly, it will always land up into additional loss. So how do you determine whether to take hedge or not? I have created a simple formula that helps to take decision whether a strategy is good to be considered along with hedge or not. That is, net cost of hedge shall be less than 2 days stop loss of strategy, or net cost of hedge shall be less than 1/3 of your average monthly profits. If for a strategy, average monthly profits are 21,000, then your net cost of hedge should be less than 7K. Let's take an example. In case of James Bond, 20% of hedges are always positive. Average monthly loss due to hedges just 3.5K, whereas brokerage along with STT would be average 1.8K a month. Thus, it makes sense to deploy hedged version because it is satisfying both the conditions. Let's look into income tax. Income would be taxed on deemed profits unless we go for tax audits. Deemed profits for digital transaction are 6% of turnover. And how is this turnover? Turnover is absolute value of profit and loss in case of futures, and in case of options, it is absolute value of profit and loss along with premium for option selling. Let's look at an example and understand it in detail. So we have calculated leg level profits and loss from transaction of ATM selling. As first step, we should take turnover from P&L, then absolute value of profit and loss. As you can see in this table, we have a short sell position first that we entered at price of 173 rupees, that has given a negative value of 4,325. Again, when we bought it at 2,500. Net results were positive, we took the positive value. In next leg, there was a loss of 1425, but we'll go with the absolute value and take it as 1425 instead of minus 1425. Similarly, for next two legs as well, we got 575 and 250. This is turnover from your PNL. This is only applicable if you are into futures, but since we are also into options, we need to calculate turnover from premium as well. So whenever we sell an option, we get a value. So for our first option, we have got value of 4,325 rupees. Similarly, for all four options, we have calculated the premium on selling, added with the profit or loss absolute value. Whatever net you get is your total turnover. In our case, we have got 22,250 rupees of turnover from this one transaction that happened. Deemed income would be 6% of this. So income would be charged to you basis your tax rate at 1,335 rupees, not on 725 rupees. What should be done in this case? Do you want to pay income tax more? Ideally, no. So we can go for tax audit here. So if we go for tax audit, we can not only get it taxed at 725, but also adjust various expenses, brokerages, STT, internet charges, and many such examples. So after decreasing, if you are into net loss, then tax audit will also allow you to carry forward your losses to next year. Cost of tax audit is around 10K. There could be additional certain charges such as DSC creation and apart from your like regular return filing fees. Thank you. I had kept this session short and sweet, highlighting about our strategies, how to create portfolio mix, when to increase multiplier, when to decrease, and how uh, turnover can impact your strategies. Please let us know your questions. Hi, Azhar. Your question is what are subscription charges? So subscription charges are from, there could be charges from Tradetron. Other than that, there could be charges from strategy creator, that is profit sharing. Okay. We have multiple questions, people asking about deep diving into taxation. Going back to it, so first of all, the principle of calculating tax, it is that is the turnover is decided basis the formula by government. Then out of that formula, 6% of is considered as your deemed profit. Now, how to get that turnover? Turnover is absolute value of profit and losses, and if it's options, then it is absolute value of profit losses along with premium from sell of option. Looking at our example again, you took an entry by short selling a ATM option, a pair of call and put in Bank Nifty and Nifty 50, for which we have mentioned the prices and values. Then you exited all of them. Resultants are you got a profit of 1800 from one of your leg, loss of 1400 from another, then profit of 575 from the third leg, and from fourth leg there was loss of 250. When you net off, your net profit from this strategy was 725 rupees. Let's look at with the lens of income tax. So turnover from P&L is absolute value of profit and loss. So 1825, it's positive. We'll consider it as positive. 1425 was your loss. It would be still counted as positive. Totaling this all will give you turnover from P&L. Futures only consider turnover from P&L. So this would have been 4075 would have been your turnover. But since we are looking at options, so we also need to look at turnover from premium of selling option. So when we were selling it, we got the turnover of 4325 in first case. That is the value of option, price multiplied by quantity, again absolute value. Similar for all four legs, we summed it up, it came around 18,000. Adding it with our previous turnover from P&L, it comes to 22,250 rupees. Hope this is clear to you till here. Adding the part of deemed income. Income is deemed at 6% for your digital transaction of turnover. So turnover here is 22K, 6% gives us around 1300 rupees. So PNL generated from this strategy of one day is 1335 as per the tax. Instead, if you want, you can go via paying income tax on the 725 rupees. For that, you need to do the tax audit. Hope this is clear.
Yeah, it was. Sunny, a lot of our users and a lot of people are asking about how are they supposed to find your strategies. So can you share the links of your strategies in the comments or in the chat, and also show how what is someone supposed to search on the marketplace in order to get to your strategy?
Sure. We are listed on Tradetron as Algo Wise. You can search for Algo space Wise. I am dropping links in chat box as well.
Uh, Asani, if you can just also talk about one or two top performing strategies of yours, since you have talked about like more than 6, 7 strategies now. If a user want to want to see one or two top performing strategy of yours, which one it will be? If you can just show and go to marketplace and show some details on that, that will be great.
Sure. I had dropped link to all my strategies. You can check the messages. So we are onto the marketplace of Tradetron. Hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Okay. So you can search for Algo wise. It will list all strategies that are by us. So remember, I was talking about strategies that has reached 100% profit in 3 months. So highlighting from them, these are Nifty Sprint and Bank Nifty Sprint. These are high risk, high returns portfolios. If we deep dive into them, so first thing is you should read the strategy description. It gives you really nice clarity about strategy. There are links to backtest that we perform on Tradetron. Then Tradetron tracks your strategy on daily basis. You can see your profits on a day by day, how the strategy has performed. So this strategy specifically, why do I call it high risk, high rewards? You can see from the inception, that is November 15 till today, we are at Feb 10. It has generated a profit of 118, 1,18,000 or 118K. In between, you can see there has been sharp falls in this strategy and sharp gains. So same could be seen here as a drawdown as well. So you can notice drawdown for each strategies. Please be comfortable with drawdown, then only select strategies. Coming to our intraday directional strategies, this one is Option Saga 2.0. It is our entry level strategy. It requires only 15,000 now of capital. Again, since it's directional, you will see that there are sharp movements in these strategies. So hence, I always advise to initially start with option selling, that to non-directional, instead of going for directional strategies. This is James Bond by Vega Bond. Very easy to start with and very consistent. You will see good returns in this one, and also the brokerage cost is minimal as compared to various other option selling strategies. So as a beginner, I will always suggest, if you have a capital up to 3 lakh, please go with James Bond. If you want to start with option selling and you have limited capital, you can start with Project V Mini. It requires only 85,000 of capital. We have a question in chat. It says, if I have two strategies of yours and one is in loss, other one is profit, are you going to build separately? Although they are built separately, we allow loss adjustment. You can raise an adjustment request or reach out to me. I will help you. How can we adjust your loss from one strategy to another strategy? And you will only pay for the net profit generated from our entire portfolio. Shared codes of my strategies are mailed to my subscriber. If you have subscribed my strategy, you might have received mail from me a day before yesterday as well. We send weekly mails with our reports and very other details. So in this week's mail, I had shared codes for few of our strategies. We have a question. In case of error execution, how do you support users? So I'm always active on Telegram. I tag people. I post on my notification channel. And if a user is connected me via WhatsApp, I can also give a call. We are continuously monitoring all our strategies. So you could relax on those fronts. Okay, there's a question. Today only I subscribe Tradetron. Please recommend your best strategy for beginner like me with capital of 50,000 for Bank Nifty option buy only. If you want to enter into option buying, Option Saga would be a good choice. There is another question. How much delay between signal and execution? It is very much immediate. I mean, Tradetron has worked a lot here. API integrations are so robust that as soon as it's the condition is calculated, it's cleared, it passes from Tradetron, reaches to your broker. Can we send recording of this session? Yes, this session is recorded and it would be updated on YouTube as well.
That's correct, right?
Uh, One of question says some of your strategies are shown as profit sharing. What is that? So Praveen, profit sharing is basically whenever whatever profit that you generate, out of that some percentage can be charged by creator to you. We raise invoices monthly basis, you will receive and you can pay. So it's like some amount of income that we can generate here from all our efforts. And you're saying if you are in loss. So if you are in loss, there would be no invoice raised for that month. So Tradetron has very like awesome thing that they do is high watermark pricing. So say suppose in the month of January you have earned 10,000. So you paid invoice on 10,000, 10% fees, you pay 1,000 plus GST to the creator. Next month in the February, there was loss of 2,000. There will be no billing to you. In third month, that is March, again you earned 5,000. So this 5,000, the 2,000 loss that happened in month of February would be adjusted here and you have to pay only for the amount above that, that is 3,000. Then your high watermark would reach to 13,000. Then since you have paid up to 13,000, any losses any further will again get carry forward for upcoming months. Hi, have you faced any technical issues with Algo on Tradetron and faced any irresponsible answer from any Tradetron or broker? Each blames each other. Have your strategies lose due to error execution? So error executions rarely happen, but whenever they do happen, we need to consider them as part of the game. Although Tradetron support has been really active, you can chat and they respond soon. You can email them as well. Apart from this, like I as a creator is always available on system. So for all my strategies, if there are any issues, they are immediately updated on our Telegram channels. So from your point of view, can you please tell top 3 strategies for beginners? As I said earlier, for beginners, you should start with James Bond. Then from your profits, you can put into option buying, that is option saga. And I believe option saga is ideal strategy to reinvest your profits. It's high risk, high rewards. But if you are investing your profits, then you're risking out only for the profit part that you have earned from other low risk strategies. After that, once you have a considerable profit, you can jump into directional positional strategies. Which one strategy is future in Nifty and Bank Nifty? Sprint and runner, Bank Nifty sprint, Bank Nifty runner, Nifty sprint and Nifty runner. These 4 strategies are into futures. We also have TSL and stop loss version of these strategies. You can check on marketplace by searching our name. When we have maximum drawdown in future strategies. So future strategies are purely based on technical indicators and all indicators cannot perform all the markets. So we need to consider certain period. There was no specific period, but major indicators fail in choppy and undecisive market, which is short range bound. Say for example, if you are watching market at half an hour or 1 hour candle, then you will see it's going up. Then in next candle, you will see it is falling by the same amount and it is repeating this patterns. So such patterns generally technical fails to identify it. So basis the past, it will say buy, but then again it will market will fall. Basis the previous fall, it will give you a short sell signal, but again market will rise. So undecisive market is a perfect example where majority of the technical indicator based strategies will fail. What is the risk reward ratio of James Bond strategy? So target profit is from 5,500 to 6,500 based on the value of legs and stop losses of 6,000. However, the probability of stop loss is very low. We have seen 75% of winning rate here. If we want to increase number of lot, can we change manually? So every strategy that you deploy has a tab called as multiplier. You can change it from 1x to 100x. Please do not do when market is on. That is, while your strategy is live, if you do any changes, it will disturb your live deployment. After exiting or after market hours, you can change your the like number of multiplier. Does profit sharing decides after charges, taxes, or PNL? No, profit sharing is based on gross profit. It would be very difficult to accommodate all charges because some people are on different brokerages, some are on free brokerages. Also, tax depends upon your slab rate. So, profit sharing is on gross profits. Best broker with less brokerage as in Algo trade. So we have various broker these days. I mean, if we start from costliest to almost free broking, you can go by Zerodha. It has API charges 20 rupees per trade, very costly for API trading. Then you can move to IIFL, Alice Blue. They are around 20 and 15 rupees per order. Then we have AC Agarwal at 10, followed by various other. Finvasia is at 0 rupees brokerage. So only you need to pay for STT. What is the maximum backtest win rate you achieve by mixing non-correlated strategies in a portfolio? I'm sorry, we cannot backtest multiple strategies portfolio altogether. We can individually backtest. So all my data correlation is by like manual analysis done by me. There is no direct option here that we can backtest entire portfolio at a fixed multiplier on Tradetron. I hope Tradetron team will update this and add this feature soon where you can backtest your entire portfolio.
Yeah, sure. That will be taken as a feedback. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a question, how is profit sharing calculated? I explained it earlier as well. I'll give you a short recap. So in January, you earned a profit of 10,000. In February, there was loss of 2,000. So for January, you must have paid invoices at the profit of 10,000. If 10% was profit sharing, it would have been 1,000 plus GST. For February, since it was in loss of 2,000, so no profit sharing. In March, whatever profits you made, for example, 5,000, we will first adjust the loss that for the February. Everything is done automatically, so you need not to worry. Tradetron has defined these conditions very strictly, and we as a creator cannot modify any of your prices. Only you deployers can raise a adjustment request to adjust the profits if in case you believe for any of your trades profits are not matching your live accounts. What is monthly charges of Tradetron? So Tradetron has various subscription plans, pocket friendly plans, starting from deploying just one strategy to up to creator level plans. You can check them under the my subscription option in your near your profile.
Yes, one can check on the pricing page at the bottom of the page, Tradetron. So you can just check the pricing as well.
What is difference in Option Saga and Option Saga 2? So those two follow different set of families of technical indicators. Option Saga goes more with the like of runner family, that is Nifty Runner and Bank Nifty Runner. And Option Saga 2.0 is more close to our sprint series of futures. So these are few set of technical indicators that we have bucketed them into two categories and created our strategies. You're not answering my question. It's from Sonia. Can you please repeat? There are multiple messages in chats and I might have missed your message. Sorry. Yes, Badrinath, there will be no invoices for paper trading. You can paper trade them. You can trade for live offline mode as well. There will be no invoices. Invoices are only for live auto mode when you connect your broker and deploy it live into your account. Do you have weekly option strategy? So Sonia, you are trying to ask for like positional strategies. Intraday, all my intraday strategies are for weekly expiry only. Mayank is asking, do I need to pay 500 for paper trade? I think you're asking for our sprint series. So yes, though it has a small amount of fixed fee involved. The reason here is these are high risk strategies, and we want people to be like serious and also deploy it seriously for longer duration of time. New people might not understand all the nitty gritty of the strategies and may end up in losses. As a barrier, we have kept these prices. These prices adjusted in your profit sharing. This could be creator to creator, but I always follow this approach for my sprint series. So whatever is your fixed fees, that could be adjusted with your monthly profit sharing invoices. Hello, sir. I'm beginner. Which strategy suit me? For beginners, you can start with James Bond. Uh, you want a positional strategy with less number of trades in a week. So as I mentioned, our positional strategies for options are not yet live. We are only available in intraday for options, both directional and non-directional. But around 15th or 16th of February, you can see two new strategies from our side that will cover this part, that they will be positional option strategies. Can you share access code? Those are already mailed to my subscribers. You will receive, I will send a mail again to all my subscribers. You can check the shared codes there. In James Bond strategy, any guidance on when should we increase multiplier and when to reduce? So for James Bond, you can follow the profit logic that is very honestly, what I do for my deployment is I set a thresholds of profit. Okay, after earning this much of profit, I can bear the risk of two lots. Then I should increase my profits. Other than that, if you see the strategy is going into loss for 2 straight days, definitely increase your multiplier, because as per the past track record, it has never done like a loss on third day. Instead, it has bounced back higher. So if you see loss days or drawdown days in James Bond, you can easily uh, increase your multipliers the following day. Paper trading, live trading, any different PNL? Yes, there could be small amount of slippage in paper trading and live trading. This is also varies across brokers and various other situations, but it is very less. Uh, but if you are into ATM options, there could be higher slippages. How much is average return per month for non-directional strategy intraday? So it varies across the strategies. Highest is from James Bond and from Project V Mini. This is asking, he want to sell his strategy. What should we do? You can become a creator like me on Tradetron.
All right. So I think you have largely have answered most of the. Now we are getting a repeated question of the recommendation of the strategies and um, like what should be the ideal allocation on to start with. So any further question? Let me just check. Right. I think there's not much questions now.
Yeah,
You want
people
to
are
ask?
asking how can they begin their Tradetron journey? How can they learn coding? You can check the YouTube videos straight, and also the keyword documentation page by Tradetron team. I mean, team is putting a lot of efforts to make coding as easy as possible. Over to you guys. I think you are better to answer this question about coding.
Right. So we already have a lot of resources available. So if you go to the Tradetron page, at the bottom of the page, you will find there is a section called resources. When you click on that, you will get strategy templates where you can, which you can duplicate and you can make your own strategies using that. You can also check our YouTube channel. There are a lot of more than 230 videos which can be used, and you can create your own strategies after watching that. And also there's a keyword documentation which will help you identify which keyword to use and how to use it on Tradetron. So all that is available. Also, you can reach out to a support team. You can write to support@Tradetron.tech in case if you want us to create a Tradetron team to create the strategy for you. So that is a chargeable service, and we can definitely do that. So you can just write to support@Tradetron.tech for the same.
Okay, Azar, you're looking for monthly fees. It is 15% for Option Saga. So if you want to check for fees, you can go to Marketplace. Here are two options for each and every strategies. Free says that there is no fixed fees, and 15% states how much amount of profit sharing you need to pay to the creator. So instead of free, if there is some amount, that means that is the monthly subscription fees that you need to pay for that strategy. Okay, Harish, you want to know non-directional intraday strategies have different. So want to know what is the average ROI per month? Okay. So I have shared this Excel as well, like summary of this one. You can join my group and see all these links. So what I had done is you can get to till date profits from all the strategies. What is the average per day? How much net returns after brokerage and profit sharing you should expect? What is the percentage of capital they have earned till date? It is divided into non-directional intraday setups, directional, and then directional positional setups. If you scroll to right, you will get monthly percentage profit for each strategy, absolute profit for each strategy, and then followed by daily profit marking for each and every strategies. So these are based on the live account, and you can refer the strategies and expect similar returns. There could be 1% slippage. What basis Tradetron recommend market space creator names? It depends upon, I believe, the performance of the strategy. Still, I believe backend team would be better to answer this question.
So it actually depends on how long your strategy has been on Tradetron Marketplace, and if you have some interesting content or some knowledge sharing that you want to share with our audience, so we'll definitely select your name, and we can definitely do this kind of session. Yeah.
I have added link of my document as well. You can check it for the profit. In Option Saga, how to know when to enter and exit. You need not to enter and exit. All strategies are automated, so they will take positions automatically. Option Saga enters at precisely 10:03 and exits either as per its technical indicators or as per the stop loss or target profit. There is no re-entry. It's single counter strategy. That is, it takes entry once, and if it's exited, that's it for the day. I think, team, we have answered majority of the questions.
That's correct. So it was a really great session, Sunny, that you have actually given a lot of insight about your strategy. And I hope our participants will find it very good to understand your strategy more better. And now they can allocate capital properly as it has come directly from you. So I think if you have any questions, you can definitely write to support@Tradetron.tech for any Tradetron related query. Also, you can reach out to Mr. Sunny Sivlani for any of the query. You can just check his algo-wise strategies, and there are a lot of details already available. Like he has got Telegram channel as well, so you can reach out to him, and you can get your doubts clarified. Right, and this video will be uploaded on YouTube channel any which way, so you can again revisit and you can check. And that's about it. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in, and have a wonderful week, evening ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Sunny, for giving the session.
Thank you. Again, chat is popping up with few new questions. So I think I'll take one last one. It says all your strategies are strangle based. What should you suggest in straddle instead? Yes, majority of my setups are strangle. I'm testing straddles. But if you ask me, I want straddles, I would actually go with another creator called as Get Set Algo. I'm very much open in deploying strategies by other creators as well. So if I end up deploying my entire capital on my strategies and I want to deploy more, I'll select Get Set Algo. Thank you.
Right, great. Right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.